Reanne Evans MBE, born 25 October 1985, is an English professional snooker player and a regular pundit for televised snooker coverage. She also competes on the World Women's Snooker Tour, where she is the current women's world number one. She received an MBE in the 2020 birthday honours for her services to women's snooker. Born in Dudley, West Midlands, Evans began playing snooker at age 14, influenced by her older brothers. She competed in her first World Women's Snooker Championship in 2002, aged 16, when she reached the semi-finals. She went on to become the most successful female player in the sport's history, winning a record 12 women's world titles, including 10 consecutively between 2005 and 2014, breaking the previous record of 7 set by Alison Fisher. Evans also set records by winning 12 UK Women's Snooker Championships, 58 ranking titles on the women's tour overall, and 90 consecutive victories in women's matches between 2008 and 2011. She has achieved the highest break on the women's tour, having made 140 twice. Evans received a wild card to the Professional World Snooker Tour for the 2010-11 season, becoming the first woman to compete professionally since Fisher 16 years previously, but was relegated at the end of the season after 18 consecutive defeats. In 2013, she qualified for the Wuxi Classic as an amateur competitor, becoming the first woman to reach the final stages of a professional ranking snooker tournament. She received wildcards to the World Snooker Championship qualifying rounds in 2015, and from 2017 to 2021, her best performance was reaching the second qualifying round in 2017 after defeating Finnish player Robin Hull 10-8. On International Women's Day in 2021, the World Snooker Tour announced that the two top-ranked players on the women's tour, then Evans and An Yi, would receive 2-year professional tour cards to begin in the 2021-22 season. Evans's only victory during her 2 years on tour came at the 2023 Snooker Shootout, when she defeated Stuart Bingham in the last 128, becoming the first woman to win a televised match at a ranking event. She lost her professional tour card when she ended the 2022-23 season in 126th place in the Snooker World Rankings. She ended the season at number 1 in the Women's World Rankings, which secured her a new 2-year professional tour card to begin in the 2023-24 season. Early life. Born in Dudley, West Midlands, Evans was educated at Bishop Milner Catholic School, Dudley. She began playing snooker at age 14, inspired by her older brothers. World Ladies Billiards and Snooker. Evans competed in her first World Women's Snooker Championship in 2002, aged 16. She defeated third seed Lynette Horsberg 4-3 in the quarterfinals. She won her first ranking tournament, the Connie Gore Memorial Championship, in 2004. This was the only women's ranking event held in the 2003-4 season, after Fisher, then the top female player in the rankings, had departed from the circuit to play 9-ball pool in the United States. Evans won her first world championship in 2005 with a 6-4 victory over Horsberg in the final, which featured one frame that was replayed because of a problem with the scoring. She also won the 2006 WBSA mixed doubles title, partnering with Mark Allen to beat Sonia Chapman and Matthew Couch 3-0 in the final. She went on to win the World Women's Snooker Championship 10 consecutive times from 2005 to 2014, and claimed the title again in 2016 and 2019. Her total of 12 women's world titles is a record, ahead of Alison Fisher's 7. In September 2021, following an 18-month suspension of the Women's Snooker Tour due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Evans won the 2021 UK Women's Championship, defeating Rebecca Kenna 4-0 in the final. In November 2021, she was runner-up to NG in the Eden Women's Masters, losing the final 3-4 after having led 3-1. In January 2022, she lost 3-4 to Wanguru Thai in the final of the British Women's Open. At the 2022 World Women's Snooker Championship in February, Evans was the defending champion, but she lost 1-4 to Belgian player Wendy Jans in the quarterfinals, the first time she had not reached at least the semi-finals of the tournament. She retained her number 1 place in the women's world rankings at the end of the 2021-22 season, although Eng and Wongaruthai closed the gap in ranking points. Evans set records by winning 12 UK Women's Snooker Championships and is the most successful female player in the sport's history. Evans also set records by winning 12 UK Women's Snooker Championships. She has achieved the highest break on the women's tour, having made 140 twice. Her loss to Maria Catalano at the 2011 Northern Classic brought to an end an unbeaten run of 90 women's snooker matches. She won the 2019 Women's Tour Championship, International Billiards and Snooker Federation. Evans won the IBSF Women's Snooker Championship in 2004, 2007, and 2008, with Wendy Jones the losing finalist on each occasion. She did not travel to the 2009 championship in Hyderabad to defend her title, as the cost of traveling would have been more than the prize money she could have earned. European Billiards and Snooker Association. Evans reached the final of the Women's EBSA European Snooker Championship in 2004, but lost 3-5 to Jones. In 2007, she won the title by defeating Jones and retained it in 2008 with a 5-3 victory against Emma Bonney. World Snooker Tour. After winning 61 consecutive women's matches and defeating reigning world champion John Higgins 4-3 at the 2009 Six Red World Championship, Evans was awarded a wild card on the professional tour for the 2010-11 season, enabling her to enter all ranking events at the qualifying stage. This made her the first woman to play on the main tour since Alison Fisher in 1994-95. Evans failed to win a match throughout her season on the tour, suffering 18 consecutive defeats. She entered Q School, but was unable to qualify for the main tour in the 2011-12 season. In the 2012-13 season, Evans won enough Q School matches to earn a top-up place in the qualifying rounds for the 2013 Wuxi Classic, competing as an amateur. In her qualifying match, she defeated Thepchaya Unnu 5-4 to become the first woman to reach the final stages of a ranking snooker tournament. Originally scheduled to play world number 2 Neil Robertson in the last 64, she then became one of 4 players selected to play an extra wildcard round against local Chinese opponents. She lost 2-5 to Chinese teenager Zhu Yinghui in the wildcard round. In March 2015, Evans was awarded a place in the qualifying rounds of the 2015 World Snooker Championship. She lost her opening match 8-10 to 1997 world champion Ken Doherty. 2017 Paul Hunter Classic. In the qualifying rounds for the 2017 World Snooker Championship, Evans defeated Robin Hull 10-8 in the first round, calling the victory the best of her career to that point. In the next 4 World Championships, she exited in the first qualifying round each year, losing 7-10 to Dominic Dale in 2018, 2-10 to Zhang Yong in 2019, 3-6 to Andy Hicks in 2020, and 2-6 to Hicks in 2021. At the 2019 Champion of Champions, Evans became the first female player to compete in the event. She lost 3-4 to Shaun Murphy in the first round, after coming back from 0-3 down to force a deciding frame. On International Women's Day in 2021, World Snooker announced that Evans and Enjeon Yi, the top 2 players in the women's world rankings, would receive 2-year invitational tour cards to commence in the 2021-22 snooker season. In the second ranking event of the season, the British Open, Evans was drawn in the first round against Mark Allen. Evans refused Allen's offer of a handshake before the match began. She took a 2-1 lead and led 60-22 in the 4th frame, but Allen came back to win 3-2. Evans did not win any matches during her season on the tour. Personal life. In 2005, Evans began a relationship with Northern Irish professional snooker player Mark Allen, with whom she had a daughter, Lauren Suffy, born at Russell's Hall Hospital in May 2006. Both parents were aged 20 when their daughter was born. Evans and Allen ended their relationship in 2008. Allen in 2022 noted that he no longer sees his daughter Lauren, but said, "I still think about her all the time." She was awarded an MBE in the 2020 birthday honors for her services to women's snooker.